And then now we come to the names of hells. At that time, universal, worthy Bodhisattva, Mahasattva said to Earth Store Bodhisattva, mind you, not every story says, thus I have heard, yeah? Because this is the whole story that Ananda heard, yeah? So the only beginning, you see, beginning of the sutra, thus I have heard. Because this is one sutra together, so one chapter after another, we don't have to repeat the same again. But this is all from Ananda, imagine. I want you to recite the whole chapter yesterday that I told you. See if you can. Yeah, just so that you know, Ananda is truly incredible, awesome. Yeah, but everything has consequences, you see? I'm sorry, I keep reading so I don't see you. Ooh. Yeah. Just like many geniuses, you know, they were born 4 or 5 years old, already can play piano or can do great things or dance or, as if professional. Because I've done that in former life, okay? So there is a karma, there is a reincarnation, or else how you explain all that? Yeah, there is reincarnation. Because my parents were not the one who taught me all this. I was the one who taught them afterward. Yeah, okay. My parents, he was like smoking, you know, all kind of gambling and all that. He was bored with life. After he heard about me, he stopped everything. Not that I told him. And then he stopped everything. He'd been smoking since he was 10, and he stopped at 70-something. Imagine how hard he did all that. Because he said, my daughter is teaching the right thing. I have to make an example to support her. It's just beautiful, man. Why are you crying, baby? With the story, yeah, my father was very good man. He's very kind also, very kind. To other people as well. And he's kind of philosopher, you know. He stopped everything, he's just vegetarian, vegan, you know. And nothing. How difficult it is to stop at that age, after the whole lifetime, smoking non-stop. Chain smokers, wow, he's incredible. Such a strong will. All right. At that time, universal worthy Bodhisattva Mahasattva said to Earth Store Bodhisattva, humane one, kind one, humane one, for the sake of gods and dragons, those in the fourfold assembly, and all other beings of the present and future, please tell us the names of the hells where beings in the Saha world on the continent of Jambudvipa must suffer retributions for offenses they commit. Please also describe what happens during retributions undergone for evil, so that beings in the future, Dharma ending age, will know what those retributions are. Earth-Store Bodhisattva said, Humane one, based on the awesome spiritual power of the Buddha and relying on your strength, great Bodhisattva, I will give a general list of the names of hells and describe some of what happens during retributions undergone for offenses and evil deeds. Before I forgot, this is printed and led on internet by see, it's probably International Buddhist Association somewhere. Didn't say anything here. I made offering to the Buddhist Association in Los Angeles, where they train monks and printed this book and some more books that I read to you, and some more sutra like that. So probably this is the same one. They translated from those. We have to be also grateful to them. Yeah? We thank them. This Buddhist Association, International Buddhist Association. They're doing a good job. But some of the sutra are printed by means of offering from the lay people, you know. because they heard that printing sutra and give away for the temple, and then so for people to come and take it or making some offering for it. And it's a lot of merit. Many people print it. And this is one from internet. Bravo. Good job. We are grateful to them. Công tử vô lượng, công đức vô lượng mean infinite merit to them. If somebody can help me to find out whether it's the same association or not. If it's a different one, then tell me, so I can make another offering to them, so they can continue doing their job. And the merit I return to them too, for them. I guess I have merit enough. I don't do it for merit. I do it because it's the right thing to do, because they need it. The monks, together, they don't have much money. I don't know how many lay people offer. So we do some of our part. That's all. Okay, now he begins. Humane one. They call each other humane one. Mean a great humanity in their heart. Humane and humane quality. Humane one. In eastern Jambudvipa is a mountain range called Iron Ring. The mountain is pitch black because the light of sun and moon do not shine on it. It's on our planet. This Iron Ring mountain is on our planet. Scary, no? Huh? And this is only one planet. Other planets also have similar. I mean, some, not all planet has that. But even sun and moon do not shine on it. And sun and moon normally is no discriminating. Shine on all alike, but cannot shine on this. A great hell is located there, named Ultimately Uninterrupted. Another hell is called Great Avicii. There is also a hell called Four Horns. Another hell called Flying Knives. You can imagine. What for? Flying knives. Knives, flying. Yeah. A hell called Fiery Arrows. You can imagine what for. A hell called Squeezing Mountain. You know what's for. A hell called Piercing Spears. You also understand what for, right? The name speaks it all. A hell called Iron Carts. You also know. A hell called Iron Beds. A hell called Iron Oxen. A hell called Iron Clothing. Not to iron your clothes, but iron clothing. Probably offenders are made to wear iron clad and iron clothes, very heavy, and make them run. A hell called Thousand Blades, and you also know what for. A hell called Iron Asses, donkeys. Huh? Iron oxen, iron donkeys. They have no soul, they have no pity, they just do what they have to do. A hell called Molten Metal, you know what for. A hell called Embracing Pillar, you know what for. The pillar is normally burning hot, and the offenders are made, forced to embrace it. He cannot free himself. A hell called Flowing Fire. A hell called Plowing Tongues. Plowing tongues. The plow that they use for oxen to plow the field. They will plow the tongues of the offenders there. A hell called Hacking Heads. A hell called Burning Feet. A hell called Pecking Eyes. A hell called Iron Pellets. They make the offender take this burning hot iron pellet as food, eating. They force them to swallow this thing again, and again. A hell called Quarreling. A hell called Iron Axe. And a hell called Massive Hatred. Earthstalk Bodhisattva said, Humane one, within the Iron Ring are endless hells like that. There is also the hell of crying out, the hell of pulling tongues, the hell of dung and urine, the hell of metal locks, the hell of fire elephants, the hell of fire dogs, the hell of fire horses, of fire oxen, of fire mountains, fire rocks, of fire beds, of fire beams, fire eagles, sawing teeth, flaying skin, peeling skin. Now, just the name is scary already, yes. The hell of drinking blood, the hell of burning hands, of burning feet, of hanging hooks, of fire rooms, of iron cells, and the hell of fire wolves. Each of those hells contains lesser hells numbering from 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 to hundreds of thousands. Each of those lesser hells has its own name. The Earth Star Bodhisattva told Universal Worthy Bodhisattva, Humane One, such are the karmic responses of beings in Jambudvipa who commit evil deeds. The power of karma is extremely great. It rivals Mount Sumeru in its height. It surpasses the great oceans in its depth. It obstructs the path leading to sagehood. For that reason, beings should never think that minor bad deeds are unimportant or assume that they do not count as offenses. After death, there will be retributions to undergo that cover all those details. Even minor sin committed will be also accounted for. Nothing will be overlooked. Nothing escaped the judgment of hell. Fathers and sons have the closest relationship, but their roads diverge, and each must go his own way. Even if they met, neither could consent to undergo suffering in the other's place. Cannot exchange karma. Yeah. Now, based on the awesome spiritual power of the Buddha, I will describe some of the retributions for offenses that take place in the hells. Please, Humane One, listen for a moment to what I'm going to say. Universal Worthy replied, I have long known of the retributions that happen in the three evil paths. I hope in asking the Humane One to describe them is that, my hope, is that when beings in the future Dharma ending age, like right now, after the Buddha died for a long time, who are doing evil deeds, hear the Humane One's descriptions, they will be moved to take refuge with the Buddha. I also hope like that. That's why I read all these awful things to you. Otherwise, it's also not pleasant. I hope all that. I hope all the people who heard this will be, frightened to become more benevolent and good for the whole world, for the society, and teach their children and grandchildren to be morally correct and don't do evil deeds. Yeah? Because if nobody tell them, they don't know. Just like too many laws in one country, if nobody tell you this and that is bad, except the killing or the stealing or that, those we know are unlawful. But many other laws we don't always know. Yeah? That's why people need the lawyer, man, and come and tell them, this is okay, this is not, and then they try to help you. Earth Star Bodhisattva said, Humane One, this is what happens during retributions in the hells. Offenders may go to a hell in which their tongues are stretched out and plowed through by cattle, or to a hell in which their hearts are poured out and eaten by yakshas, some of the devil race, demon race in hell, yakshas, or to a hell in which their bodies are fried in cauldrons of boiling oil, or to a hell in which they are forced to embrace red-hot copper pillars. I thought so. Yeah, that's what it was. Terrible, God. Or to a hell in which they are burned by fire that constantly pursues them, or to a hell in which cold and ice are all pervasive, or to a hell in which excrement and urine are endless, or to a hell in which flying mazes are unavoidable, or to a hell in which fiery spears stab them repeatedly, or to a hell in which they are constantly beaten on the chest and backs, or to a hell in which their hands and feet are burned, or to a hell in which they are bound by iron snakes that coil around them, or to a hell in which they are pursued by racing iron dogs, or to a hell in which their bodies are stretched by iron mules, iron donkeys. Human one, to inflict these retributions in each hell, hundreds of thousands of instruments made of copper, iron, stone, or fire arise from karmic forces. Those four materials come into being in response to the kinds of karma offenders created. If I were to explain in detail what happens during retributions in the hells, then I would need to tell of the hundreds of thousands of sufferings that must be undergone in each specific hell. How much more would that be the case for the sufferings in all the many hells? Now, having based myself upon the awesome spiritual power of the Buddha, I have given a general answer to the human one's question. For if I were to speak in detail, it would take eons, many, trillion, billion, gazillion of years. Many eons, yeah. Okay, end of the chapter of names. Thank you, Bodhisattva. You should thank him, huh? You want some more? Or the praise of the Buddha. Okay, this is good. Good stuff. Oh no, this is the Buddha's praises for the erstwhile Bodhisattva. At that time, the world-honored one emitted a great bright light from his entire body. Can all of you hear me? Yes. It's far from the microphone. My back kind of tired. Oh, woman. What to do?
Take some water.
Huh? Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. Sorry. Experience meme. Yeah, I use everything. I use my food to stick to get things. Lemon again. Yesterday I said lemon juice good. Today I got it for lunch. I got it for dinner. Got it for breakfast. Nice. Somebody made it just right. Thank you, kitchen. Bless you.